Hello, and welcome to the Follow the Moon Challenge. My name is Allison. I will be your host on this journey with the moon. Every day, there will be a video uploaded to YouTube that will help you connect to the moon energy and the zodiac sign that the moon is currently in for the day. This will help you get familiar with that energy and to see how you kind of react to it or respond to it or connect to it. Follow along in your moon journal, or just a regular journal will do, or the Just a Phase Moon Planner, and be sure that you're tracking your mood and your mood tracker for the month. Every video will list the moonrise time in Eastern Standard Time, and it will also list the meridian time, which is when the moon should be directly overhead in the sky, so that you can make a point to try to go outside and see if you can spot the moon and connect to its energy. I'm so excited to go down this moon rabbit hole with you. Thanks for following along on this journey. Be sure to like the video every day and make sure that you're subscribed with the notification bell so that you get notified every time we upload our new videos. Thanks for hanging out with me in Wonderland today. I hope you enjoy today's video. Today is day 10 of the Follow the Moon Challenge, and I know I sound like a broken record, but make sure that you are tracking in your mood trackers. I personally find that whenever I'm doing like a 30-day challenge, it's around day 10 that I start to kind of fall off track. Like I feel like very excited in the beginning, and then always around 10. And then on day 20, and then on day 30, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to be done with this. So just like go back and look at your mood trackers. Use like every 10 days as like a checking, like a self-checkup kind of day. And it might not be day 10 for you. It might be like day 5, or it might be day 3. Just whatever your day is, like if you go back in to look at your mood trackers and notice like, wow, I was really good for like 5 days and then I just kind of fell off track with it. So have that be like your marker, like every 5 days in your calendar, be like, hey, let's do a self check-in. Let's go back and fill in my mood tracker. That way it's still like fresh in your mind. And then that way you're not going to lose track. The times that we fall off track are really times that we can dig in and figure out why that is. Like, why did this happen? Was it just life was busy? Or what could it be something significant about that astrological energy, or just that time period in your cycle that is affecting you for whatever reason and making you fall off track? I mean, sometimes it's just going to be like, yeah, I was busy that day, I didn't have time. But other times it might be because, oh, I was feeling this way, and I wonder if that's because of whatever sign the moon was in. So we are still in the waxing gibbous Gemini moon phase, and the moon will rise this morning at 12:28 p.m., and then it's going to be directly overhead around 8:15 p.m. And then later this evening, around 10:20 p.m., the moon is going to start to transitioning into Cancer, and it's a really quick void of course. It will technically be in Cancer only 5 minutes later at 10:25 p.m. So we technically will move into Cancer later this evening, but we're going to talk about Cancer tomorrow. Also happening today, the sun is going to move into Pisces. So that means that we are leaving Aquarius season and entering Pisces season. Because we've had so much Aquarius air energy for the beginning of this moon cycle and the beginning of the month of February, I think that this watery Pisces energy is going to be very refreshing and cleansing. If anybody has been feeling a little bit too airy, a little bit too dry, a little bit too much in their head, I think this Pisces energy is going to like kind of moisturize things a little bit. So we've talked about Gemini being the air element. We've talked about it being the mutable sign. We've talked about it being ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication. And we've talked about expression and communication and duality. We've talked about the colors and the crystals that can be associated with Gemini. We've encouraged you to laugh and play and to find that inner childlike joy that Gemini really helps us tap into. However, the other side of Gemini energy can be so much more deep and profound than the like funny haha jokester Gemini energy. Your Gemini friends might be the people that you want to call to invite to your party, the people that you want to have around that just makes every situation a little bit more fun and exciting. But Geminis are also the people that you can call when you're going through something very serious within your life and need somebody to have those deep conversations with. The more I try to get to know Gemini in my chart, and by exploring the houses that Gemini or the house that Gemini rules, the the more that I think about Gemini energy and just the concept of duality in general, the more I feel like I get to know my true self. I feel like we all have this mask or this outer shell that we're wearing and that we present to the world. And we develop all these different masks and roles that we play with different people in our life because these masks have been created because of the different experiences that we've had, and we've learned that, hey, I need to play this role, or I need to wear this mask, or I need to pretend to be this person. But I feel like Gemini also allows us to access that true self, that inner self, the higher self, the person that you want to become, because we all have these different facets of who we are. And I think that Gemini helps us to explore those different roles, those different masks. But what I've also come to find out is that all of those things combined equal the person who I am within. And Gemini helps us to, I think, blend those two or all of those different facets together to create like who you want to be, to create who the person that you're evolving into, that you're transforming into. And that's another reason why I like the butterfly to represent Gemini energy, because Gemini allows us to go to those deep hidden layers and explore them, investigate them, and to emerge out of this cocoon or out of this transformation as a beautiful butterfly. And also just the imagery, like the symmetry of the butterfly wings, I think accurately depicts the Gemini twin energy. So, if you haven't already, please take time to play today because we are moving into Cancer this evening. However, another fun social experiment to do on a Gemini day is to really take a good look at yourself in the mirror and see if you can see these different masks or roles that we play in the world. And you can take this even a step further by making it a point or bringing it into your awareness to look at yourself in different mirrors throughout the day, whether that's like a store window or a mirror at a clothing store or the mirror in the bathroom at work. Just any mirror that you might encounter throughout the day. I have personally noticed that I've tried this experiment where, like, if I look at myself in the mirror at home, like I'm getting ready and I'm like feeling good, like I'm feeling like myself. I like the outfit that I'm wearing, my makeup looks good, I'm having a good hair day. And then I catch a glimpse of myself in the mirror at a store. And I swear to you, I looked like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. And I'm just like, when I left the house this morning, I felt good. I thought I looked good. And now in this public environment where I'm obviously like shrinking my shoulders a little bit because I'm really sensitive to other people's energy, and I looked like I looked horrible. And I think that this is a good example of different environments encourage us to kind of mold and shape and try to blend in, or to shrink and kind of hide yourself. So this again is like another mask or another layer to this Gemini mutable energy that allows us to shape and mold our image. Thanks for following the moon with me today. Remember to take notice about the ways you shift, change, or transform, or recognize the different roles that you play, the different masks that you wear, and the different sides and facets of yourself. Remember, tonight at 10:25 p.m., we are going to transition into Cancer. So tomorrow, we're going to talk about Cancer, water, and self-care.